Is Thursday, April 21st, 2022, here with your live show. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are missing our partner in crime, Joe Madden. We hope she gets well soon. She is actually a lot sicker than she thought she was, making her even more of a trooper for showing up yesterday than we thought she was. So we knew, I knew yesterday it wasn't, and I've known, for the past week, even when Joe was, before she, has taken the days off, I knew she was sick. She hasn't been herself, on these shows. So it's like, we wish her well. And, of course,
It was amazing that she did it yesterday.
it was ridiculous that she did it yesterday. Yeah. It's like, it doesn't make any sense, It's like, we're in this for the long haul. So, but we appreciate the effort from Joe. And, of course, we wish her well. She says she's going to be on the premium and VIP show. I don't know. I'm not even sure about that. But we've got a lot of daytime baseball today. We've got 3 NBA games once again. The NBA playoffs. What was the reaction in Philly to the Joel Embiid shot last night?
I know what my reaction was. I was pissed off because I had the freaking Raptors.
I did too. For me, I was more mad that the Raptors missed those free throws.
The free throws are what did it down the stretch. You can't miss clutch free throws like that, because even if he would have made one of those free throws, then it
wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered.
So, a bet is a bet and a loss is a loss. But when you throw up a prayer like that and it goes in and you're on the other side, it really stings. I thought the Raptors, they let the Sixers win that game. Not let them, but they gave them the opportunity to. And so that really hurts the Raptors for sure. People are excited here in Philly. They like the Sixers.
I had the Bulls there on the money line.
That was amazing.
In the bombs. So they had it all the way, too. They never really backed down.
I didn't even give them a shot in that one. I thought the Bucks, you really crushed that one.
DeMar DeRozan, kind of took over there at the end, and that drive down the lane in the final seconds to cement it. Epic. We saw yesterday the big-time players come up in the big-time games. And that's what the playoffs are all about. And, that's the beauty of the 7-game series. Like in the NFL, it's one and done, and anybody can win on any given day. But in the NBA, it's like one team might win a game here, another team might win a game there. But at the end of the day, the stars come out, and James Harden fouled out last night, but he has the ability to come back, next game and score 60. I mean, he's that type of player. So.
That gives the Bulls a lot of momentum heading home to Chicago, where they have the confidence that they can beat the Bucks, because they did it on the Bucks' home floor. So that really turns the series around. And
you have to also think that back to Game 1 in that series, that the Bulls were right there also. They were right there in Game 1. So they have to be brimming with confidence. And it's kind of like what I said yesterday on the show. Caruso is kind of just a difference maker. He's not a superstar player, but when he's on the court, and he was on the court, for a lot of things, he's kind of the ringleader, right? He's kind of like that guy. He's like, I'm not saying he's as good as Draymond Green, but he's kind of like their Draymond, where he kind of brings it all together for them. And
used to be a guy like that in the Spurs. I forget what his name was, with Tim Duncan Robinson. He played defense. Oh, anyway.
They had Tony Parker, they had Ginobili, they had,
Yeah, guys like that.
They had a loaded team. But, it just goes to show you, that there's no scrub teams in the NBA playoffs. And we saw Giannis, doing his thing inside. It looked like the Bucks were going to make a comeback there. They were unable to do it, though. And, hats off to the Bulls.
Yep.
But we've got, we got 3 games going on today, and let's just take a quick look at these NBA games for today, because we've got a lot of day baseball. Got the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves a 1.5 dog here at home. The line looks to be on the light side for a Timberwolves-Grizzlies game, with the series tied at a game apiece. The Grizzlies the Timberwolves just seem to have all kinds of momentum, even after losing last game. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, I think on this one, and I'm a guy that doesn't take the over very often, but I think if the Wolves want to win these games, they need to quicken the pace and get the run and gun offense going, because the Grizzlies have one of the best defenses in the NBA. So for me, even though this number looks high, I'm still going to go with the over here.
Yeah, I'm going to reverse it up with the Timberwolves. I'm going to take a bomb on them and lay some points with them. I think they win easy going away. I don't know about easy, but I think they. It just seems that when they get physical with the Grizz, they just have more there, and
I
it's
think
just.
if you're a Wolves guy, it's good that the Grizzlies blew them out in Game 2 because it gives you a better number for Game 3.
I mean, there's not much of a number here. It looks like that Raptors number last night. Whereas like I took the Raptors on the money line. It didn't matter. They wouldn't have cut. I don't think they covered anyway, right? It was 2, and they lost by 3. So it was like I just took money line in that game, and I lost 2 on that thing. It's those missed free throws down the stretch.
You can't miss those free throws.
You can't. It's like, my God, you're a professional basketball player. It's like all you got to do is hit one. One.
You see that in college. Usually NBA, they're pretty good at hitting clutch free throws.
Usually in college, they'll miss the front one and hit the back. Is the way that it works. But if it's that type of situation and they're gonna miss, they'll miss the front end, they'll hit the back end. It's like, nope, nothing. I think. Well, I would say at this point the Raptors are done, right? They're officially,
that's a shame.
Yeah, they're done.
That would have made the series because I would have liked them in Game 4, but.
Well, we've got the Jazz taking on the Mavericks. Another series at a game apiece. Luka back in action today for the Mavs, and the game dropping from 7.5 to 7 on that. So a lot of people, Luka's playing, Luka's not playing. That's the difference.
Are we sure he's playing? Because it's like questionable.
No, he's playing. At this point, in a 1-1 series, he's playing, and at least he said he was playing.
I'm just not sold that he's going to be 100% effective in this one. I think for me, the play, and I probably wish I would have put it in as a premium, the Utah Jazz laying the points. I'm going to wait until game time for this to hopefully get a better number. But just because the Mavericks pulled that upset in Game 2, I think the Utah Jazz hold court and get some revenge here. I'm going to lay the points.
I think in this one, probably a good place to stay away. I think it has the chance to be a tight game, but I don't know. This isn't one I'm rushing to the window for, that's for sure. But for me, the under, because with Luka coming back, the total is going to be flying up higher, and it just, to me, it just seems like a sucker bet.
Yep, and they got to, I agree. I like the under too.
Got the Chicken Nuggets taking on the Warriors. Once again, light line here. Super light line on this one. Denver was plus 2.5, came down to 2. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, this is another one, or probably maybe I should have had a premium on it. I just like to save some room for baseball. I like the Denver Chicken Nuggets here. Denver's never an easy place to play. Seems like too many people are just head over heels for Golden State Warriors. And while I think the Warriors are going to win the series, I think the Nuggets are going to take a game or two in the series. So I think tonight's the night that they do it.
This is, when teams are down like the Nuggets are in this series, this is where you have to step it up. These are the ones. So it's like, if you don't step it up here, when are you going to?
Then you're toast.
Then you're toast. Then you're down 3-0, and then you start seeing all those. Then you see all those, stats about teams that are down 0-3 in the series. It's like, I think it's like no team has won down 0-3 out of 10,000 series or something. It's like it always gets, it's bigger and bigger every year, but it's like it's still the same story. No one ever comes back from 0-3, at least not in the NBA. In baseball, it happens rarely. In hockey, it happens more often than any of the other sports, but it does not happen in the NBA. So. But that's that. What do you got for sale today?
Well, I had a winning day yesterday, even despite that Raptors collapse. But I got my Thursday ready to sweep 3-pack. I feel great about this card. I think I'm going to go 3-0. You can pick it up at pickdogs.com. $50 for my 3 best bets. Make sure you go and check it out. It includes my NBA Thursday big payday play.
I got a MLB 3-pack as well today. If you have my longer term packages, I have more picks than that available as well. So I don't always put all my picks out in 3-packs and whatever. I usually just put a 3-pack, and then sometimes I'll put out like an individual play, but I might have 6 or 7 plays. So
I did the same thing.
That's why the long term packages is the way to go. You get way more picks. And,
I got 5 actual picks today.
Yeah, so there it is. So Brian has 5 picks, but he only has a 3-pack. So it's like if you buy his weekly, it's not just the value of getting a 3-pack every day, and for which would be like $280 or $300 if you bought a 3-pack every day, and you're getting it for half that price. But you're also getting additional picks, and that's like with mine as well, same thing. And I also have the bombs that I've been doing, the Mitch's bombs. So yesterday I had the Bulls was one of my bombs on the money line. I know, like, when I put out the bomb picks as my YouTube videos, people just criticize me. They think I'm crazy or whatever. But believe me, you can see in the NBA this season, since I've been doing the bombs, I'm only hitting 36% on those bombs, but I'm still plus money, way plus money. Most people would take that, 36%, and I'm still plus. Pretty good.
I think if you get it up to 40, you'd make a fortune.
Well, I think right. But I think I haven't been doing that much of it. But the issue, the thing is like, all it takes, like, one win is like, wipes out like 5 or 6 losses. So it's like in baseball yesterday, I had a plus 200, and then I had 2 losers. So it was just a wash day. And I thought
Cleveland Guardians, that was a good one.
Yeah, the Guardians, man, they just smoked them. But speaking of the Guardians, but anyways, like I said, the longer term packages, you actually get more picks because they're picks that I don't make available for individual sale. But we got Major League Baseball, a lot of day games today, and I like daytime weekday sports, but I think like when there's daytime weekday, at least have some night games, right? And
I think they're pushing it a little bit.
Yeah, today I think they went to the extreme the other way. It's almost like a Sunday schedule. You got the Mets and the Giants, Carrasco up against DeSclafani, and Plesac against Dylan Cease in Cleveland. The Guardians bombed the White Sox in Game 1. It wasn't even Bieber's pitching. It was just a bombing. And then you have the Tigers and the Yankees. And, in both of those first 2 games, the Tigers and the Yankees, if you've watched these games, Miggy's right there at 3,000 hits too. I think he needs one more. I think he had 3 or 4 hits yesterday in that game yesterday, as I thought he would. But in both of the first 2 games, the Tigers made errors, and those errors were the difference in the game. Both
the Tigers were right there.
Well, they made the error. Both games, they made an error that cost them the game. Well, speaking of parlays, I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know how many of you guys get the newsletter, but we have a new thing on our betting tools, and it is. Let me get it on the screen before I switch it over. I'll show you guys. What is this? Oh, I need that window. All right, so this. Here it is. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen when I click on this. There we go. All right. So you see we're here on Sports Chat Place. You just go over to Betting Tools. And then on the Betting Tools, if you go to the Best Parlay feature, if you look here, there's a new thing here, player props on the parlays. So you can just eliminate all these other types of bets if you want. You could leave whatever sports you want. You could do multi. You can do multi-players. You'll do a 7-team player prop parlay, and there it is. It's that easy, right? That's how fast you can get the parlay. Jared Kelenic has hit a home run in 2 of the Mariners' last 3 games as favorites. So it's a home run prop in with assists in the NBA for Monte Morris, with rebounds by Karl Anthony Towns, with points scored by Donovan Mitchell, with total hits by Billy McKinney. So you can see this player prop parlay, and you could do whatever sports you want. You could like take out hockey if you wanted, take out basketball and run it again. Just a 7-team Major League Baseball. There's only 5 available on that one, but it's a 5-team Major League Baseball parlay. We'll have a lot more player props and a lot more stuff available on this end as we go. We'll have a lot more available. We're adding different books and different player props throughout that. And someone asked yesterday on one of the shows if we'll be adding hits on the drop-down menu on player props. And yes, it's already in the works. So I had my call last night, and they were like, "We're adding hits to this thing." With like how it has home runs and stuff. Anyways, I don't know. I think the White Sox bounce back here against the Guardians. I think Dylan Cease has been pitching really well. And I also like the Giants here against the Mets. I think there's some really good value here. The Giants are the better team. It's like they drew a line in the sand on them yesterday. They beat them down. I like the Giants again to end up splitting this series. I know Carrasco has pitched well, but not well enough for my taste.
Well, for me in that grouping of games, I don't know if you're looking at my sheet, but I also think the Giants are super value here. DeSclafani going under the radar. Carrasco, I'm not sold that he's as good as his numbers that he's put up early. Too many people liking the Mets here. I like the Giants. I'll take Dylan Cease. I've been a Cease guy all year. I'm a little worried because you know how I get a lot of people like the White Sox today, but I'm one of them. I think Cease gets it done. And I think we did Yankees-Tigers. I'm a little worried about Pineda, but I don't think Montgomery's a minus 155 pitcher, so I'll take a chance here with the Tigers on the money line.
Yeah, I don't love that game. We got the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. We got the Royals and the Twins, and the A's and the Orioles. The Orioles and A's, man. The A's had chances, did not convert. It was rare for them, losing 1-0 to the Orioles in a game where they had chances. They definitely had chances. The Tigers had chances, too, that they didn't capitalize against the Yankees. But the Blue Jays, who have gone win-loss, win-loss every single game this entire season. Every game. They have not won back. I guess to start the season, they won back-to-backers. And then since then, since the first 2 games of the year, they've gone win-loss, win-loss, win-loss every single game. So they won yesterday. So today would be a loss. Then you have the Royals and the Twins. Joe Ryan against Zach Greinke, kind of the young gun versus the crafty veteran at this point. And then A's Orioles. Brian, what do you think of these?
Yeah, how often do the Baltimore Orioles hold a team to no runs? Probably it's been a while since that's happened, I would think. But my guy Joe Ryan pitches today, and I think you got to take advantage of getting him at this price. I think in the future you're going to see minus 190s with Joe Ryan. So I like the Royals at home typically, but not today. I'll take Ryan and the Twins.
Orioles 0-11 following a win. They're 0-11. They did not string them together. I also think Joe Ryan gets it done for the Twins. I was surprised how low scoring yesterday's game was. I thought it was going to be a really high scoring game, but it was not even close. We've got the Nationals and the Diamondbacks. We've got the Marlins and the Cardinals. Any of these two?
Well, the Cardinals are my kryptonite. What was that other game? The Diamondbacks and Nationals?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Diamondbacks here. I just think this is a game with 2 very bad pitchers here, and we saw the Diamondbacks get it done with my guy on the mound yesterday. I think they string 2 wins together and get the W here, and I like the price plus 110 or so.
I don't think Josh Rogers is that bad. He had a bad outing last time, but he's not a bad pitcher. I think that Zach Davies is a bad pitcher, and
I guess it's a Cubs. He's a Cubs toss away, so I guess it's not that good.
The Diamondbacks could be the worst team again this year. They could be. The Marlins are not that bad. If they're going to win one against the Cardinals, this is it. But none of the trends and stats lead to that solution. So I love Pablo though. Pablo Lopez, I like the pitcher and the handicapper. Both.
He's been lights out.
Both. Yeah. Both have.
Yep.
We go to just the end of the card here. It's a short card, so short show. We've got the Mariners up against the Rangers and the Cubs against the Pirates.
Just a slight lean to the Pirates here because I don't think the Cubs should be laying minus 150 to 160 to anybody. I don't. Pirates are on a bad streak here, but I'll take them on the money line. I think the better bet's the Texas Rangers. Gonzalez has started out good for the Mariners, but Taylor Hearn has cost me money also. But I think the Rangers in spots will be a team that can make you money if you pick and choose. I think today's the day to take Texas.
Yeah, but Taylor Hearn, when he cost you money, he was up against Noah Syndergaard.
Yeah, that's true.
And he was also up against Gomber. Two much tougher matchups than he faces here with Gonzalez. And then the other side of this equation, the part that I really liked, which I don't know, I got hammered in the YouTube comments when I made this pick also, but Texas bats 283 against left-handed pitching, and of course Gonzalez, he's a lefty, and they only bat 209 against righties. So, I mean, that is significant. And then when you look at the Seattle Mariners, and Hearn, of course, also a lefty, Seattle bats 229 versus righties, but only 162 versus lefties.
And Texas has lost 5 in a row, and Gonzalez is, I think his best days are way behind him. So
he doesn't throw any heat, The issue here is that the Texas starting rotation has a 6.99 ERA and the bullpen at 5.68, while the Seattle bullpen 2.27. So they have a decided edge in that area, but, will the damage that they get in against Gonzalez be, will it hold up? I mean, that's really what it is. I could see the Rangers taking it out on them.
Yep, I agree.
All right. Any parlays, any props, anything to round it out the show?
Yep, I think I'm going to parlay up the Texas Rangers, and I'm going to parlay them up with the Minnesota Twins and the San Francisco Giants.
I'm going to go with the under in the Mavericks Jazz game. I'm going to parlay it up with the Pirates Cubs run in the first inning, which I know is a super popular bet. Everyone loves the no runs first inning, but I love the runs first inning in that game. And I also like the over in the Nationals Diamondbacks game. So that'll be my parlay. But anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Nice quick show, 22 minutes and 58 seconds. Wrapped it all up. Filled with picks. And hopefully you guys get on a winning day. We'll be doing the premium and VIP shows right after this. I'm not sure if Joe's going to join us or not. She said she was, but I told her not to. But
she should rest up.
She should rest up.
Normal people are out for 7 to 10 days with that. So.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Make it a winner. I'm going to try and act more professional.